guys, today I'm gonna write a letter to myself. And have you ever thought of writing a letter to yourself? You must be wondering what's up. Sometimes you address yourself and you are like, yes, now the way things are, I need to write a letter to myself so that I get to address myself. And this is actually the day that I have decided to write a letter to self. And I'm gonna share this letter with you, and the intention or the reasons why I want to share this letter with you is because there are many things in this life that you have maybe gone through, and you think it's only you, and you feel like, oh, why did this have to happen to me? These things happen to people, and so many people have gone through issues in life. And yeah, when you hear somebody else also went through an issue that you did, then you are like, okay, let me listen and hear what happened. So today I'm writing a letter to self, and let me read this letter to you. Hey, dear self, that is me. First is to congratulate you for having worked towards a sane life for the last 60 years. Yes, for the last 60 years. 60, yes. Congratulating yourself for having worked towards a sane life for the last 60 years. It has taken the hand of God to reach where you are today. And I want to say, you are a fighter. Remember, I'm writing this letter to myself. So I'm addressing, this is an address to myself. I'm addressing this to myself. So in this regard, you have not fought alone, neither have you walked alone. But the Lord God Almighty has held your hand all through. Why am I talking as if it is the end of everything? No, no. This is just by the beginning. Life in this case starts at 60. Yes, life may start at 60. People say life starts at 40, but life, to me, has started at 60. And this is because, still continuing to write to myself, this is because you have started your retirement age, girl. Yeah, I have started my retirement age. And turning 60 is a milestone. Praise be to God. Yeah, it is a milestone. It's when God gives you life and you turn 60, you will not take it for a joke. You will always thank God, because if you're in good health and you are still sane, despite the things that are happening in this life, if you're still sane, you have not removed your clothes and walked naked out there because of issues of life, then you are sane. And on turning 60 while still sane, you have to praise God. Continuing. Looking back, remember how it all started at 18. Yes, 18 years. This is because turning 18 made you feel like you are mature in all ways, which is not true. This is the year you attained a national ID card and became a registered mature citizen of your country. Yes, there was a birth certificate there before, but you are a child all through. Anyhow, life only started manifesting at 18. Yes, that we all know, that at 18 is when you mature and you feel like, yes, my oh my. Hey, the start of life at 19, you allowed yourself to get pregnant, and at 20 you got yourself a baby boy. And wow, what a blessing. This meant going back to college when a mother. But who cares? Many have done it and succeeded in life. Yeah. You know, at that age of 20, you still feel energetic and you still have a lot of hope. So going back to college was wise, yes. Life lied to you that you were you are okay because you had a roof on top of your head and food on the table. But the rain started beating you sooner than you could imagine. So rain will start beating you, girl. At 20, I guess, maybe. Okay, you got yourself the first job in a small organization, which after a while you quit and you went to a bigger company which employed you on permanent basis. That is good. That sounds good. You maneuvered through life well and you got yourself settled and comfortable. But little did you know that there is more to life than meets the eye. When things seem to be working, you are like, oh, now things are not very bad. Let me continue reading. This is a letter to self. Later in life, you became aggressive and your mind took you places. Yeah, you started thinking how you could expand your wings and your territories to other parts of the continent. Not knowing that this would be the beginning of your journey to hell. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, why the journey to hell when you are going abroad? Isn't this supposed to be the journey to heaven? Isn't it supposed to be the journey to heaven when you have an idea that you can go abroad? But it was the journey to hell for me. You ventured outside the continent and got yourself a new life. Yeah, a new life out there in the world, outside of the continent. You got yourself a new life with new people in your life. You know what I mean. You know what I mean when it means that you are getting new people in your life out of the continent. Yes, you know what I mean. So are these good people? Let's hear. You reached the midlife crisis stage without knowing. Huh? Midlife crisis stage. A life of confusion, I guess. Yeah. You will not even know. Time is moving. And midlife crisis stage without knowing, and ended up lying to yourself that you are enjoying life. Little did you know that life was taking you places. When things are too good, sometimes you have to think twice. Yeah, life may take you places. So let me continue. My oh my. By the time you knew it, you had entangled yourself with friends that were living life on edge, and you forgot your name and the purpose of life or the purpose of living. Whom did you entangle yourself with? It means the people you met out there. Let's see. So you made a few coins and called that money. But little did you know that people abroad make real money and real life. Hey, have you ever made few coins and you say, I have the money, and you start calling people home, telling them, hey, here we are making chums. We are making money here. Here, you have to make sure that you come here because we are doing good. Little do you know that people make real money when they are out there. So, living, you call that money. Little did you know that you were making just coins. A few coins. That money, okay, life, and you could forget that. Okay. My oh my. You had entangled yourself with them, so things had to happen. You made a few coins and called that money, okay, and you did not know that people there actually make real money. And life became too sweet for you. You forgot to look at your biological clock and looked at the wall clock. Did you also look at the city clock? Forgetting to look at the biological clock. Oh my God. You looked at the wall clock. Sometimes look at the biological clock. Don't only look at the city clock when you are walking or when you are driving. You looked at the mirror that lied to you. The mirror can lie. It can lie, it can lie, it can cheat you. Look at that mirror, and it lied to you. You bought up makeups and spoke to the mirror instead of speaking to yourself. Oh my God, you spoke to the mirror. Have you ever spoken to the mirror? You're there with your makeup kit, you're just applying, and then you're telling the mirror, I look better than this. You are lying to me. Why are you lying to me? I know I look better than what I'm seeing. And you're like, So you spoke to the mirror instead of speaking to yourself. You opened your what? Let me see. You opened your eyes wide, but you didn't see yourself. You didn't. Even when opening your eyes wide. You lost your way in broad daylight. Not at night, during the day. You didn't even know what day of the week it was. You called Sunday Monday and Friday Tuesday. You lost it, girl. Remember, you are still out there in the continent, abroad, and you have forgotten your name. One morning, you woke up to wrinkles on your face, but quickly you applied a lot of foundation powders and wore a nice wig that lied to you that you still existed. Yeah? Didn't you exist? You had a nice wig, by the way. How come? Little did you know that it would rain that afternoon, and you are rained on. And on getting home, your makeup was washed away. You washed away, revealing the wrinkles again. And the brown hairs on your hairline. You looked at yourself in the mirror, and a tear appeared on your eyes. The same mirror you used to speak to when applying makeup and telling it, no, I'm beautiful. Now you're looking at it, and now it is telling you a story, and you are crying. You have aged. You cried. You woke up to reality and prayed to God to help you organize your life, at least. A new life with new people in your life. That is what you told God. So, is God going to come through for you? Let's see. God, you prayed to God to help you put your life together. You prayed, went to church, but instead of praying while in church, you cried and cried and cried the whole church session. You left for home and continued crying. Oh my God, have you ever gone to church? Instead of crying, instead of praying, you close your eyes and you cry, you cry, you cry. You are in church, especially when the pastor says, can you lift up your hands and tell God what you need? You lift your hands like this, you cry, you don't even tell God anything, you're just crying. Did you go to church to cry or to pray? So this has happened many times to people. So in this case, I'm telling my story. You left for home and continued crying. On the third day, your eyes could not produce any more tears, and you gazed into space. You are now sober. You had sobered up. You knelt down and prayed soberly and told God to take away burdens that you carried. Yes, that is now after crying your tears dry. God spoke to you and asked you to bring it yourself to the cross. After all, they were your burdens. Yes, it is you to bring the burdens to the cross. It is not for God to come and for them from your house or from yourself. It is you to go and bring all those burdens to the cross. Take them to God yourself. Okay. So God spoke to me in this case. Bring it yourself to the cross. After all, they were your burdens, not God's. So you did. Your life changed from that day. You felt lighter and able to think, and got the strength to start all over again. You felt like a newborn baby and made your first steps in life, while falling and rising up, but continuing, not giving up. You heard a voice speak to you saying, Better late than never. And you looked up. Do you hear people saying they heard a voice? It is true. Voices speak to us in this life. Voices can come and you hear, is that somebody speaking to me? Yes, God speaks to us. You looked up and asked, are you speaking to me? A voice spoke to you and answered, yes. You rose up, looked up to the skies and asked, am I not too old to start over again? Then the voice answered you, you will never age. As long as you are breathing, you got new strength from within and asked, never age? And the voice said, yes. Never age? Then you asked again, never age at 60? Because remember, you are 60. And the voice is telling you never age. You are never age at 60. And in this case, the voice is still telling you never age. So, this idea brought new life to me because this is my story. And I said, never age. I opened a YouTube channel by the name Never Age TV. And in this channel, I encourage anyone to look back and look ahead. Never to look back, but to look ahead. And there are many things that you can do in life at whatever age. Rise up and face life and never age. So Never Age TV tells you to put your life together. And there are many things that you can do in this life, even at 60. And that is what happened. So, what are we telling you here? At 60 and above, you are still young. And there are some of the things that you need to start doing in order to live life comfortably and happily. First of all is the fear of God. Fear God. Pray. Listen to voices that speak to you and tell you, bring the burdens to me. So don't carry any burdens of the past. Don't try to say, but I've lost a lot of life, a lot of years, and I did nothing with myself. Forget about that. Just face it at this age, and the age you hear the voice speak to you and say, I can start all over again. You have to do a few things in order to be able to live this life the way it's supposed to be. After you commit your life to God, you are also supposed to also write a letter to yourself. A letter like the one I'm writing to myself today, the one I'm reading to you. Write a letter to yourself and tell yourself, dear me, dear self, put your name there. I have to transform my life and my life has to change. Pour your heart out and tell God, now it is you and me. Give me a life from today onwards. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can always start over. You have to also take care of yourself in order to be able to move life. From there on, you have to do some self-care, like walking and making yourself, look good also. You can cook the nicest food for yourself. Keep yourself busy cooking. Create a meaningful routine, like waking up every morning, taking a shower, and then maybe taking your breakfast, or before that, waking up in the morning, maybe taking a walk. If walk is what you do in the morning, after that you can come and take a shower, then take your breakfast. Then whatever God will speak to you about doing, then you can start doing that soon after that. Also, make sure that you maintain a good health. Take care of your health. Don't allow sicknesses to crop in, because especially if you are exercising and working out and trying to make yourself active, disease will run away from you. But if you wake up to just fold your arms and sit there and get very desperate, disease after disease after disease will attack you. So take care of your health. Maintain social connections. Have friends. There is nobody who can live alone in this life. Social connections, maintain that. Call people. If they don't call you, call them. Make sure that you have a friend, 2 or 5, but don't live alone. Don't stay alone. This life, God did not create us to live alone. Maintain some social connections and stay intellectually engaged. You cannot allow your mind to die. No, your mind has to think. And I know you'll ask me, so what do you suggest I do? I suggest that you stay intellectually active. When you're intellectually active, pray to God. God will show you what to do. But wake up every morning, living life like you never did before, and you'll never age. So Never Age TV encourages you to do these things. And Never Age TV at 60 is still carrying on. Never Age TV is still bubbly and full of life. And please subscribe to Never Age TV. Let's walk this journey together. Bye-bye.